I am so amazed and grateful for my supporters, the people that believe in me. It's meant a lot. Um, as of today, now we are on Geyser. We're across the 21 million Satoshi point. We've had 21 million Satoshis donated between Geyser and GoFundMe, and 21 million reflected here. And I am so grateful for a few reasons. Number one is the amount of sats that have been donated, of course, but also the number of people that have support. 150 people, more when you include GoFundMe, another 5 or 10 on there as well. But that's just amazing to me that there's 150 people, over 150 people that are making this project possible, that have donated. Many have donated their money, and we have people that are donating their time or comping partially their time, all their time, making this possible. And it means a lot to me. Uh, 4 or 5 months ago, this would not have been possible, but now it's possible because of people helping me along the way. And I think it's also cool with Geyser. Geyser's this platform that we're fundraising on, or one of the platforms we're fundraising on, and it's a great platform. Really enjoyed it. Very great, helpful people behind it, and it's amazing to me because they have raised 19 Bitcoin total for all the projects of all their world-changing ideas here. 19, and so we have officially raised over 1% of all the funds that have ever been raised on Geyser. We've raised 1% of them for this project, which that also is something to say. Very, very meaningful. I think that shows a couple things. I think that shows, number one, how much support there has been for this project, the Case for Bitcoin. And then number two, it also shows how early we are, that all these wonderful, fantastic projects going on, and we can raise 1% of funds in just 6 weeks. In just 6 weeks, like barely a month and a half. And that's the other thing too that's worthy saying, is that we're still the top trending Bitcoin film in the world for fundraising on Geyser. That's pretty cool. But we're 6 weeks in. The most funded this week, again, was The Case for Bitcoin. These other films look great as well. I'm looking forward to seeing them coming out. But that just means the world to me that, after a couple weeks, things tend to die down in the fundraising world. But people continue to express their support for this project. And that is just so meaningful to me. It tells me that people are resonating with my message. It tells me that people appreciate my message and that they want to see more, and that they're willing to put their sats where their mouth is. And so that means a lot. That means a lot. Yeah, and if we could just give a shout to some of the people here. Let's see if we can click on this. Yeah, so we have, of course, undisclosed up here with 3.7 million sats. Thank you so very much for yours. And then as well, we have other supporters of the project, 1 million sats or more here. I think Al here was just recently, a couple days ago. And then we have other folks, Jason. Thank you, Jason. Thank you, everyone else. 500,000 sats, 100,000 sats. We have a lot of people donating 100,000 sats. And the reason for that is because everyone that donates 100,000 sats or more will have their name in the credits. And that's for two reasons. Number one, that's to show a thank you for supporting with a significant number of sats. But the number two also is hopefully for it to be a tool for you, so that if your name is in the credits, then when the film is finished and hopefully it gets 100,000, 500,000, 1 million views, perhaps even more, you can then take that, share that link with your friends and family and say, hey, my name's in the credits of this film that has 500,000 views. You should watch it. And assuming that I do a good enough job at presenting the ideas of the film, presenting the argument, hopefully that when they watch it, they'll be entertained enough to watch it all the way through and consider a new vantage point. So that's one of the reasons why putting names in credit. Of course, that's optional. You don't have to do that, but that's my way of showing appreciation that you're here. Want to voice my thank you for you, number one, and then also number two, so that you can use that to encourage people in your own life. And we're about a third of the way through. That's another reason this is a big milestone, is that we have raised in total, 21,000 sats, like I said, and we need about 21 million sats, and we need about 60 million. And the reason for that is because that's about $20,000, and that's what's going to cost for the project. The cost has been sunk already, and more is coming along in the future. And even if we don't raise the full 20,000 US dollars, we'll still finish a project. It won't be as quick as I want, and it won't be as high quality as I want. And those are two things definitely very important to me. Want to get out as quickly as possible, ideally before the halving of next year, 2024, and also the larger audience, the better too. Ultimately the goal is adoption, and people that are supporting I hope will feel encouraged and feel fulfilled in the final result. Because if, say, we get 1 million views and 2% of those people watch it all the way through and become more interested in Bitcoin, to me that's a success, because that means for every dollar that has been spent on the production, one new person will have interest in Bitcoin or become a Bitcoiner or be orange pilled fully, perhaps and hopefully. So anyway, that's hopefully another reason to encourage you to consider donating, only if you're in a financially stable position and you've stacked a number of sats that you're happy with. That mean the world to me. If you're able to donate $30, you get your name in the credits, you get to tell with other people, and if we reach just $1 per Bitcoiner target, hopefully your $30 donation will orange pill 30 people. So I don't know how much time in your life you've spent trying to orange pill one person, but hopefully you can orange pill 30 people with just a small contribution. So if you're willing to consider making this project something of your orange pilling strategy and tool belt, mean the world to me. The links for both Geyser and GoFundMe are in the description. Both go to making the film possible, and hopefully at this rate we'll have fundraising finished by early fall, September, October, maybe November. And yeah, really appreciate your time.